intimidating. And ladies, I'm knowing feeling on that.
I know that's right.
Exactly. But as I got to know Alicia more, I realized that her beauty extends beyond appearances. Alicia, you are the kindest, most thoughtful, and loving human I have ever known. Sorry, Richard. Our shared love for juicy gossip, Burger King, and Target brings so much joy to my life. Our friendship has truly changed my life and sets the bar for what friendships should look like. Brian. The first time I met you, you were dressed as Prince Eric from The Little Mermaid. The second time you poured a bucket of water on my head. And honestly, nothing could be more fitting for your relationship. I have watched you provide endless love and support to Alicia. I have watched your eyes sparkle as Alicia names off fast food items from her graveyard list. And most importantly, I've watched you two grow together. Honestly, I love you guys so much. You guys are the best couple. Sorry. Okay, so everybody raise your glass and let's toast to the new Mr. and Miss Carmona!
I'm Eric. I'm the true best man. I'm also what it looks like if Brian had turned out properly. So I haven't been to a wedding since I was about baby Nate's age. I was about as rambunctious, and I don't remember a single best man speech. So I asked for a lot of pieces of advice when I was getting this prepared, and I got 2 pieces of advice and 1 request from Brian. So the 2 were, don't drink too much, which luckily photos saved me from being able to do that. 2, keep it short. There's a time limit, hopefully I don't go over. And 3, Brian asked me to be kind to him. He should have known better. So Brian has always found new and exciting ways to torture me. As an infant, he would throw things at me in my crib. As I was learning to walk, he would get in front of me and try and trip me. You know, when we were older and in school age, he would, I'm not a morning person, still I'm not. He would just push my buttons in the morning to see if I would have a meltdown. As a teenager, Brian wore a banana costume that my mother made, and he would burst into my room at 3 in the morning screaming, "Justice never sleeps." Melt me and shake me. Or he would, you know, put it on, I'd hear, he would always play a song, and I'd hear it, and I would just start running, because I knew he was coming for to get So, at a certain point in high school, many of you don't know, but Brian used to be very small. You know, weighed 120 pounds, dripping wet. And at a certain point, I finally outgrew him. And now, the terror that he caused me was purely psychological. And at this point, I really felt, wow, this is a great day. Unfortunately, Brian soon discovered exercising. And the physical threat came back. A few days before my 21st birthday, Brian gave me a beautiful black eye. Faded just in time for my license photo. And we did this was over a game of Risk. You're never too old to get in a fight with your brother. So since that moment, you know, things have been pretty good. You know, things have died down until about 6 months to a year ago. He said, "Eric, can you please talk about me and say nice things in front of 100 strangers?" Truly the worst piece of torture yet. You know, I think Brian, this is all just misplaced love. Brian is one of the most deeply caring, compassionate people I know. He cares about my mental health and well-being far more than I do. And he lets me know all the time. It's a lot to handle. But the easy thing is to say nice things about Alicia. You are truly kind, caring, just an absolute joy to be around. You're kind of like, you take all of Brian's best qualities, make them a little better, and then just take away the terror. And you know, your love of fast food and snooze cruising, really, I envy that. The greatest thing you've done though is today taking him off of our hands, being the object of his attention. Thank you so much.
Okay. Hi, I'm Brooke, the other maid of honor, for everyone that doesn't know me. Can we just take a second and appreciate how beautiful Alicia looks? Yeah. Alicia and I have known each other for a while. We started as acquaintances through our best friend Stephanie over here. And we connected after a little weird time in our lives. We've been best friends pretty much ever since. Alicia is a fierce friend and an inspiration to all of us. I could talk all night about her accomplishments and all the great things that she's done, but I won't take all the good material. It's been an honor to see you grow, and I know if your dad were here, he'd be so proud. Let's now move on over to Brian. When Brian and Alicia first started dating, I wasn't exactly sure how I felt about you, Brian. You were just a little quirky, and it took me a minute. But I quickly learned that just as goofy as you are, and as wild as you can be sometimes, you were that much more serious about Alicia and your relationship. Once I got to spend a little bit more time with you guys as a couple, I knew that one day we'd be here and you guys would be married. And on that note, I'll just wrap up real quick. Let's have a cheers to Mr. and Mrs. Carmona. May you guys have a lifetime of happiness. Never lose the goofiness. I love you guys. Cheers.
First, I want to thank everybody for coming out. I know that's like not, you know, it's just probably gonna thank you or whatever, but I just want to say thanks. I don't have any kids yet, so I just wanted to get it out of the way. So this is Brian's second best man speech. I didn't get the first string job because obviously Eric was born and exists. So Brian's obligated to pick him. But I'm going to jump back in time here. It was 2012, and I had just rolled through one of the most calamitous years of my entire life, and then I met Brian, and we didn't like each other. we kind of got along, but we didn't really like each other. But as the time passed that we spent together, we found all these things that we had in common, and you know, Brian helped me remember things that I had lost along the way that I cared about, like playing music and doing things with people. So we became kind of close, and we had slotted to live together the next year in the dorms in Eastern, when I guess they told me that you have to go to school to be there, and I just never went to class, so they kicked me out. And you know, I had a little more calamity in my life, but then I came back to, you know, a couple of years later, and Brian was still here, just with open arms, welcome and loving as he always is. And we picked up where we left off, and I'd say almost faster, which then comes Alicia's part. When we first met, we also didn't really get along that well. And then, you know, it's probably one of those situations where it's like you're walking around and it smells bad. Check your shoes, you know? Whatever, this isn't about me. So we didn't get along very well. I was super lonely. I didn't have any friends. Brian was my only friend, and they were in a relationship. That was tough, you know? I wanted Brian to be my friend. But, you know, we got together closer and closer, and, you know, I know that whenever your birthday comes around, I'm slotted for a wild ride from vodka cranberries with no vodka to spoopy Friday the 13th. You know, I know it's always gonna be a wild ride. But you guys are my own little vision and reminder of love, and you have been for the past, I don't know, forever it feels like. You know, I'm lucky to have a wonderful family, but I'm even luckier to have the two of you as my own little parents tell me when I'm being an idiot. Making terrible choices. which is a lot, honestly. I mean, it happens way more than it should. But, I'm just really grateful for the two of you and the love you have. It's just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen in my entire life. Woo! Gosh, but Brian and I have always made joke bets about who will outlive the other. Who will be standing over the other's deathbed, saying like, "I told you, it's me. It's always been me." But I never bet Brian on who would find the truest love because that's a bet that I would never have broken. I love you guys so much.
Woo!
I'm going to try to do this without crying. First, I'm thinking I'm Alicia's mom. We just want to thank everyone for coming out and celebrating Alicia and Brian with us. Everyone here holds a very special place in their hearts and ours. Alicia, from the moment I found out I was pregnant, your dad and my story started for you. We watched you grow from that cute little baby to that toddler. And then sadly your dad passed away. But then we got to welcome Dick into our family. And him and I got to watch you grow into elementary school, to high school, in your sassy days. And all your crazy friends at the house. And then to college and now to your marriage. We have so many fun memories of our California trips to see all of our family, our Myrtle Beach trips pulling the trailer, getting stuck between two trees with the trailer. Cedar Point, the haunted houses, and carloads of kids going to the movies into the mall. But I think our best memory is your gap years. The black pants with all the chains. She came home from and had to take a nap because they were so heavy. And then we had the pets. The bunny rabbit that we brought back from California because we found it bouncing in the yard at my uncle's before we left to come home. Traveling all the way across country with a rabbit and a dog in the car. The sugar gliders. Let's not forget the sugar gliders. Them escaping when I was watching them and me making my frantic call to you to tell you that they've escaped. I can't get them back in their cages. This Cody will never let me live down. And then, but the best baby has been your baby Aunt Lua, as Nate likes to call her. Alicia, you are my best friend and my beautiful daughter, and I'm so proud to call you mine. But now I have to give it to Brian. And Brian, we can now call you our son. We love the way you add to Alicia and you love her. And we thank you for all that you do for her. And we are so proud of you both. I want to officially welcome you, Brian, into our family. It's been a long 5 years waiting. Susie, Jeff, Eric, and Grace, we want to welcome you guys into our family too. We are now all one big happy family, and crazy as we come. And we love you guys. Well, let's raise our glasses to Alicia and Brian. May you have a happy, healthy, adventurous, and loving future. May your love be as strong in the years to come as it is today. And we love you guys both so much with all our hearts.
Cheers.
Cheers.
I just
just want to say that Dan did not get a chance to prepare for this speech. I just told him that he was speaking
Yesterday?
26 minutes ago. So, this is all from the heart. I'm here through Thursday. I've got 2 shows tonight. But anyways, Brian told the truth there. I just learned about this, and there's no way I'm going to keep this short and sweet like myself. At least sometimes sweet, but always short. But anyways, I cannot follow up what I just heard. We've heard it all. These guys have a spirit and a beauty inside and out. They're a model couple and they're just getting started, even though they've officially started. So I think we all know, look at the friends around here, look at the family and friends. And if any of you don't know their friends, just start talking to them because they're all beautiful people sitting right around here. And that's because they attract beautiful people because they're beautiful people. And that's what it all comes down to, is family and friends. You can have a nice car, or a nice house, or whatever you got. But I can't follow up the speeches that I just heard. All I can say is they're going to have a good life together. We love you. We love you. We love all of you. We're all one big happy family. So drop the mic.